Double Dragon Revive just announced reboots the classic beat 'em up with a fresh 3D look and some refined controls as well, bringing back fan favorite Lee brothers in a modernized yet nostalgic side-scrolling brawler. By Arc System Works this time, Double Dragon Revive combines intuitive, accessible mechanics with strategic depth as players tackle enemy patterns and wield environmental-based weapons. Coming to all consoles, possibly Switch at a later date, it promises exciting combat upgrades while preserving the iconic arcade feel fans love.
Better put my clothes on before I head out.
And number 2. Acts of Blood takes you straight into a revenge-fueled world set in a futuristic dystopian version of Bandung. In Acts of Blood, you play as Hendra, a young law student out to take down the powerful criminals who've killed his family. With brutal, fast-paced hand-to-hand combat and detailed urban backdrops, this action-adventure mixes intense gameplay with a dark, emotional story. If you're into gritty, story-driven action, Acts of Blood is right up your alley.
An autocratic AI controlling our city.
Set for a Q3 2025 release. And number 3, Spine, which we've talked about several times before, just received the new release date of fall 2025. This is, in case you missed it, a slick cyberpunk action or gunfu style fighting game powered by Unreal Engine 5. The game promises fluid animations and intense close-quarter battles, blending cinematic gameplay with beat-em-up mechanics, in which players follow the story of a rebellious street artist and her AI-enhanced combat implant in a fight against a powerful AI regime. This is how it looks.
I never asked for this.
And number 4, Rita's Rewind, or Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, is aiming to bring fans back to classic 90s action with a nostalgic side-scrolling beat-em-up twist. Set for a release in late 2024, this game allows up to 5 players to control the original Rangers, battling through time to stop a robot in commemoration of the iconic villain. Rita's Rewind over here merges retro arcade gameplay with fresh co-op modes, both online and offline, for consoles and PC. This one's bound to energize fans of the original series with new but familiar gameplay mechanics.
Gentlemen, if you follow the arena railing, you'll be coming a part of the show.
Promised to come out early to mid next year, Kiborg is another intense science fiction roguelite that blends high-stakes action with dark storytelling. In a bleak cyberpunk universe, players assume the role of a leader on the prison planet Sigma when dangerous factions and rogue AI overrun the terrain. The game emphasizes fast-paced combat as players send cyber-enhanced clones on missions through procedurally generated levels, battling brutal enemies and gathering resources to strengthen their base. Survival actually means careful time management and alliances. Mayhem Brawler 2 takes a classic 90s arcade beat-em-up vibe and supercharges it with modern roguelike RPG mechanics. So for re-release in 2025, the sequel lets you manipulate time with a branching storyline shaped by your choices. It boasts some really good hand-drawn comic book style visuals and a kick-ass soundtrack, making it a treat for both solo and co-op play. If you love the original, this evolution over here offers even more chaos, deeper combat, and vibrant retro-modern mashup.
Kita harus ke pasar.
Troublemaker 2 also brings Gamecom teams a chaotic, open-world beat-em-up style back in full force for 2025. Set in South Jakarta, this Indonesian city-inspired world follows Jordan and his friends as they navigate friendships, dreams, and mysterious challenges that lurk in the shadows. Lots of stylish, intense combat, a humorous tone, and a unique cultural backdrop are some of this game's highlights. With a blend of comedy and action, Troublemaker 2 promises an adventure like never before.
Harusnya lu ngaca. Berapa banyak generasi yang hancur gara-gara orang kayak lo? Dari siapa lu udah beli narkoba itu? Dan jawab! Kayak yang udah gue bilang tadi, gue gak peduli siapapun lu! Gua udah gak peduli lagi. Cepetan maju sini lu kontol!
Together, let's do our best. Yeah, 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 yeah. Together, follow your dream. Together, reach for the sky. Together.
The River City series is known for its wealth of powerful special attacks. This game features a skill tree for learning moves.
So that being said, River City Saga 3 Kingdoms Next is launching November 7 this year. This title basically elevates the beloved River City franchise, merging classic beat-em-up mechanics with a captivating Three Kingdoms theme. Players will engage in intense battles across beautifully animated environments, encountering a colorful roster of characters inspired by historical figures. With co-op gameplay and a vibrant art style, this one promises both nostalgia and a fresh experience for fans. This is how it looks.
To maximize your potential, enemies can drop equipment on defeat. Dropped equipment comes with powerful effects not found in stores. Keep an eye out for pickups. Take a ride on Red Hair with this brand new game mechanic. Summon Red Hair to ride through waves of enemies and cruise through stages in style. Completing quests can unlock new parts for Red Hair. Try on some stylish parts to deck your red hair out. Certain parts can even evolve Red Hair into new forms. You'll have to see for yourself.
At number 9, Detained, Too Good for School. The game over here invites players into a chaotic life of a rebellious schoolgirl out for revenge in an urban jungle. After her brother's murder, she's on a mission that's both personal and perilous, leading to alliances and enemies in a world overrun by gangs. The game's combat is fast-paced with over 90 different upgradable skills, and players can also choose their path through a branching storyline, leading to multiple endings, romance options, side quests, and intense combat. This title mixes action with an RPG experience. The game Terrifier, or Terrifier, the arcade game here, just announced, is set to bring chaos in 2025 across all available platforms. Terrifier is a side-scrolling beat-em-up that takes inspiration from classic arcade games and immerses players in the brutal world of Art the Clown. You can expect vibrant pixel art cooperative gameplay for up to 4 players and a soundtrack that captures retro nostalgia with a chiptune vibe. Players get to wield a variety of over-the-top weapons and face off against intense bosses, all while exploring diverse stages filled with action and dark humor. Vengeance Hunter is another retro-inspired side-scrolling beat-em-up, launching literally tomorrow. Designed with a Neo Geo arcade style, this one features a vibrant visual, diverse characters, each with unique moves that cater to both casual and hardcore players. This game's branching story adapts based on your character and difficulty setting, with a host of enemies and environments to explore. Local co-op play adds an extra layer of mayhem for friends. In G.I. Joe, Wrath of Cobra, I think we mentioned this one before, players battle against Cobra's forces in a retro-inspired side-scrolling beat-em-up that revives the franchise's classic 1980s vibe as well. As iconic G.I. Joe heroes like Duke, Snake Eyes, and Scarlet, you're going to be facing off against Cobra Commander and his minions in some really good action-packed stages. Unique abilities, local and online co-op options, and ongoing post-launch support, this one promise a thrilling, nostalgic experience for long-time fans and newcomers alike. Set to release in the following months, possibly before the end of 2024. Last but not least, we've got Shred and Tear, which promises another action-packed anime-inspired beat-em-up experience. This game basically centers around a fierce, mecha-inspired protagonist who battles relentless alien forces. Known for its intense, stylized combat and over-the-top visuals, Shred & Tear combines arcade action with a science fiction storyline and features both single-player gameplay and a unique soundtrack, capturing a chiptune meets metal vibe. It is basically designed for fans of high-octane and stylish gameplay.